Reikland lies at the heart of the Empire, and its greatest city is Altdorf, home of a Grand Theogonist and seat of the Temple of Sigmar. Reiklanders are devout followers of Sigmar, the founder, first emperor, and patron god of the Empire. The Grand Prince of Reikland, as Siegfried, the ruler of Reikland, styles himself, is supported in his claim to the throne by the Grand Theogonist and opposed most strongly by the Count of Mordheim and the priests of Ulrich. Throughout the Empire, Reiklanders are commonly supposed to embody the discipline and loyalty of a professional warrior. Brave and well-versed in the arts of war, Reiklanders disdain fashionable clothing in favor of well-made and practical war gear. In battle, they often wear colored ribbons as a mark of identification or authority. They are justly proud of their dynamic and ambitious Grand Prince and contemptuous of other claimants to a throne, especially the Count of Mordheim, Manfred Todbringer, whom they sneeringly call the lapdog of Ulrich.
Sons of Sigmar for the Empire!
My name is Leif and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel called Devs and Dice, where I paint miniatures and craft awesome terrain for the tabletop. Today I'm going to show you what steps I took to find, assemble, paint and plan out my Reikland Warband for Mordheim. I'm going to show off the end result on my Mordheim board with some closing thoughts. Before we get into it, I want to ask you a small favor. If you like the content I make, then please consider subscribing. It's a small thing for you, but it means a lot for the future of this channel. Thank you. Where do we find minis for Reikland Warband? Well, Frostgrave Soldiers 1 and 2 make swell Reiklanders. The discontinued Empire State Troops, Great Swords, and Handgunners crossbowmen are awesome as well. For 3D printing options, Reptilian Overlords have some excellent looking minis that would do well as a Reiklander Warband. As usual, Highland Miniatures offers some options as well, together with my favorite, Vae Victis. These miniatures you can customize however you want with different parts to fit your every need. Another option is to get some miniatures from Rotten Factory. Pavel was a sweetheart and sent me a whole bunch of these miniatures that he's done in the past, but also, and more importantly for this video, he sent me some of his new prototypes for his Kickstarter. Some of these I thought would make swell Reiklanders. They had a good mixture of being, I'm not sure what the word is, slightly corrupted looking, while still having some of that honorable Reiklander spirit. Now, as usual when it comes to resin cast figures, you have to use superglue, which, albeit is not my favorite, but it was enough to make these 3 miniatures my captain and my 2 champions. Now, when it came to the painting process of these miniatures, I have a very particular focus in the beginning where I lay down my base skin color, which usually is dark red, and then I focus on painting in the whites of the eyes and then the black dot to signify the pupil and iris of the eye. This usually takes a couple of attempts to get to a decent point. Now, all of these at this point look quite googly-eyed and like they're staring, but I don't mind that. I do enjoy painting the faces and having them look slightly insane. So here we have my mercenary captain, followed by 2 champions. All of these 3 miniatures are from Rotten Factory. 2 Youngbloods that are part of Games Workshop minis. 3 swordsmen, also Games Workshop minis. And finally 7 marksmen from Games Workshop. And as you can tell, I thought long and hard about the makeup of my warband. I want my warband to really signify what Reikland is about. And according to the rules of Mordheim, Reiklanders should be quite good when it comes to ballistic skills. So on to making our warband. That sword will have to stay aside while we sip some coffee and think long and hard about how we set up this Reikland Warband. Now, I've hinted on this. Reiklanders have two special rules. One is that they have military discipline, so their leader has a larger area of influence than usual, 12 inches instead of 6. The other one is that the marksmen actually get a starting ballistic skill of 4 instead of 3, which is quite good. Doing some basic math, I got 315 out of 500 golds for the basic units. Now looking at the equipment, and I swear this wasn't planned, I actually got to an even 500 gold crowns. Amazing. My starting warband of 10 people called Reikland's Pride was finally done. While we watch me set up my Mordheim board, I want to take this opportunity to thank my dear patrons for all of their support. I really appreciate it. A special shout out goes to my champion and legend level patrons. So thank you Agresomnia, Andreas Winberg, Arjen Angenant, Bo Ahlgren, Fredrik Kierskall Lund, Gunnar Byström, Henrik Mannersråle, Jason Chastain, Madners, Magnus Solberg, Teddy Ulli Leitpold, Urban, What I Gotta Roll, Anton Hand, Battle Corgi the 7th, Kiwi the Goblin, Niklas Swedenlind, Oliver Granlund, and the Elder Kind. Thank you so much, good folks. Now, since the last time I painted some minis, I've actually, I have gotten some sort of ulnaris nerve infection or inflammation in my left arm. So it's been quite difficult for me to paint these minis, but nonetheless, I'm quite happy with the result. Above all, I'm proud of myself for powering through. This is just one of those things that sometimes life throws you a curveball, and that's when you have to make lemonade. Or wasn't that the way the saying went? I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then YouTube recommends that you should be watching this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.